us, and this is the another important problem in the FEM. So as you can see the question on the screen, a rod is subjected to axial load P is equal to 600 kilonewton is applied as shown in the figure. So the load is applied somewhere here. Okay, the domain into two elements, so you have to divide this uniform bar into two elements as it is mentioning. Okay, as we can say that any domain can be divided into number of elements, but in this case you have to divide into only two elements. So you need to determine the displacement, stresses and reactions for the each nodes. Take A is equal to 250 millimeter square and E is equal to 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter square and P is equal to 600 kilonewton. Okay. So what is the beauty of this problem is that here at another end in the right side there is a fixed support and having some uh, gap here. Okay, this gap is given and value is mentioned as 1.2. So what is that you have to understand first. Okay, and in the left side another support is given. So it is basically having one uniform bar like this. Okay, and both ends are s- fixed. Okay, and the load is applied somewhere here. I can say that it is at the midpoint because total 300 is the distance of the bar and the load is applied at a middle point. Okay, here. Right. So the main thing is you have to understand what is this 1.2. 1.2 millimeter is given. Okay. So whether is it the displacement or is it the deformation which is given, like we have the displacement if you made into linear diagram. So there is an element 1, there is a element 2, right? So we have the two element now. This is element 1, 2. Displacement will be u1, there will be u2, there will be u3. So now the discussion point is whether the u3 is 1.2 we have to consider, or it is should be 0 because there is a fixed end. Which one is the correct now? We have to check it. Okay, now as in general method, how you will calculate the displacement? By a theoretical formula. So there is a delta L. Okay, as you have studied in MOS, delta L is equal to PL divided by AE. So using this equation you can calculate delta L. So now from this calculation the delta L is obtained 1.8 millimeter from the theoretical value. It means it is greater than 1.2 which is given here. Okay, so actually the displacement should be 1.8 or more. Okay, then only we can consider the displacement. If it is lesser than the theoretical value, then the support will be fixed support. You can say that it is fixed support. You cannot consider the lesser than this value, theoretical value. Okay, right. So now you can say that this end is also fixed, so that there u3 also you are getting 0. Anyhow u1 is 0 because it is a fixed support in the left side, and u3 is also getting 0, right? So same thing been considered. Now we'll go for the solution as usual. Like we have to calculate the element stiffness matrix for 1 as well as 2, then adding both same procedure you need to follow which you have done in previously also. Now this is for element 1. Okay, just substitute everything and you have obtained this equation. Say this equation number 1. Okay, I'm not repeating all this because in every problem I have explained. And only and for element 2 again, the equation, say this equation number 2. Okay, just substitute A, E, L, then you are getting this, right? Then we'll go for global stiffness matrix. Okay, this also I have explained in many of the video. I made separate video on global stiffness matrix also. If you don't know, just you can search in the playlist. Okay, so after making the global stiffness matrix, you have obtained the, this is a global stiffness matrix. This is U, this is F. Okay, K, U, F. First global stiffness is nothing but K. Okay, so after calculating K, so finally this is the boundary condition. This is called boundary conditions. So boundary condition, from the geometry how to identify. So like here u1 and u3 is 0 because it is fixed. Okay, so that you can take u3, and the load is applied at node 2, so there will be f2, and there will be no load at 1 and 3, so you have to take 0. So after that, applying the equation number 3, so that all this you can make the formation. Okay, so after that, after substituting this boundary condition in the equation 3, then here this row it will get cancelled because of just 0 displacements. Their row, like full row, and their column also, first row, first column, and there is a 0 in the third row, and their third row as well as the third column will be eliminated. So what will be the remaining here? Only 2. Okay, so now 3.3 into 10 power of 5 into 2, 2 into u2. Okay, only 2, right? 2 into u2 is equal to 600 into 10 power of 3. Now just substitute this and you are finding the value of u2 0.9 millimeter. Okay, so you know u1 is 0, now u2 is 0.9, u3 is also 0 because this u1 and u3 is fixed. After that you can go for calculating the stresses. Same formula, just substitute the these unknown displacement, okay, in the equation, so that you are getting stress at 1 and stress at element 2 also. So again, coming to the reaction forces, same formula, K into U minus F is equal to R. Okay, K is nothing but it is the global stiffness matrix which you have calculated before here. This is the global stiffness matrix. This formula you have to take it here. Say matrix, whatever the outside value, into the displacement. What are the displacement here? U1, U2 minus forces F1 and F2. Okay, the displacement will be 3. Sorry, there will be U1, U2, U3 because it is a 2 element 3 nodes, F1, F2 and F3, and is equal to the reaction forces will be R1, R2, R3, like this. Okay, now you have to substitute all, like whatever you have calculated. U1 is 0, right? U3 is 0, and U2 is 0.9 something. Okay, so only the unknown reaction forces you have to calculate. F1 is also 0, okay, and F3 is also 0. F2, which is given as 600 into 10 power of 3, like all the values are known to here in this side, only unknown is in the right side. So from the geometry, I can say that the reaction force will be the reaction forces will be 0 at R2 because it is not support. Only reaction force will be occurs only at 1 and 3, R1 and R3. So that value you can just calculate using this matrix modification. Thank you for watching, and please do support and please do subscribe the channel.